Hey guys, Hakeem here, back with some more Magic. We're still playing Jund Midrange. Let's look at our opening hand. We've got no black mana, but we've got 2 green and a red. We've got the 2/2 drops here, which is excellent. We've got a turn 3 Cultivate, which we should be able to cast after a Wayfinder, and then we've got Shadowborn Plockaworm at the top. Looks good. We're on the play. So we're just going to start off with the gate and say go. Pass it over to Twisted Reality, who's actually somebody who I featured on an episode recently, but this time I just happened to bump into him in a random lobby. So that's pretty interesting. It'll be, wonder if he's what type of deck he takes out into the random lobbies, not knowing that he's playing against me. Is he trying any of the new cards that we got today, or not? Starts off with a mountain, and we're just gonna go Satyr Wayfinder and dig for a black source. Hopefully something untapped, so we can play the Cultivate next turn. We don't get an untapped land, but we can just play the gate next turn and still drop a Visionary and not be too far behind. So we'll do that and pass it back over to Twisted Reality. And let's see if he's playing a second color. If he's on the no, he's playing some type of at least Jeskai deck. He's played Azorius Guildgate. So we pick up another gate. So we got 4 mana now, but still can't cast the Cultivate because we don't have an untapped land. Gonna get in for 1 here. Drop the black source into play and drop a Visionary to draw a card. And we'll be able to Cultivate next turn. I suppose we could use a Resounding Thunder if something traumatic happened, but we'll see what's going on the other side here now. If he's playing any more than 3 colors or just 3. There is an Izzet Guildgate, so it doesn't look like so far that there's any more than 3 colors. So we'll just take the opportunity now to get in for 2 damage while we can. Picked up an Arbor Colossus, which is triple green. So I think I'll play this gate this turn, then I'll already have triple green on the field. So we'll play that one. We've got triple green on the field. We've got a bunch of red mana, 4. So I think I'm going to tutor up at least a swamp. I'm going to go get another swamp, actually. It's, I don't have any spells that require more than that. Do I have any that require single black? No, I don't actually. So I'm gonna grab a. I mean, if I'm going to cast 2 black spells in 1 turn, I'm going to need 4 sources, and all those black spells are pretty expensive. Twisted has just cast a thing twice, draw a card. And on taps with 4 mana, or 3, plays a 4th, and just passes. So it looks like he's playing a control deck. That seems pretty obvious at this point in time. He's got double blue, so he is going to be able to counter whatever we throw at him. But I think he's going to shock one of these little guys and save himself a bit of damage, which is pretty smart because I'm sure he knows there aren't many more targets in this deck for that card. So I'm just going to run the Arbor Colossus straight out into a counterspell and hopefully just get rid of that. Get that dissolved, maybe nullified. Yeah, it's going to get dissolved. So dissolve counters it, but he also gets to scry, so he gets to peek at the top card of his library. So for now, we'll just put a gate into play, and next turn we'll be able to throw up a Lockworm at him and see if he has another counterspell for that. But we've got the Resounding Thunders to get past the counterspell nets later in the game, and we've got 6 mana in play, 2 in hand, so we're only 2 turns away from being able to cycle it. So he's played another gate. He doesn't have Traumatic Visions mana open. This here is going to be a pretty powerful card for me in this matchup. So again, I'm just going to swing for 1 here. And just jam the worm. See if he's got another counterspell, and then if he does, well, then we'll throw the worm or the demon at him, and make him have a counterspell for that. So no, it slips past. We gain 7 life, and we have a 7/7 Trampler. And at the end of his turn, he plays another Think Twice to draw a card, brings him up to 5. And then he untaps. He spent 2 mana there. I suppose he could have flashed back this other one and just spent an extra mana and kept the 2-cost one in his hand. Not sure what else he had in his hand there, though, if that was the right play or not. But we've got 8 power on the board now. We've got him on 15, and it looks like he's just gonna pass it back. He's thinking maybe he wants to tap out for a Baneslayer or something, but we've got the Resounding Thunder to kill that. He's playing a Captain of the Watch. Okay, so that's one of the new cards. It's a 3/3 and brings along a host of 2/2s with him. So Sheoldred was a nice pickup while he's tapped out. Actually, I was looking for Anger of the Gods, and I may even tutor that up right now. I don't think I'll tutor Anger. Just actually, something. I should tutor Anger while he's tapped out. I mean, you know, that's pretty big. That's gonna be pretty big if he's planning on captain. He may stack a bunch of stuff in front of this though, so maybe I won't need to do that. So we'll just swing for 7 here and see if he takes it. He's gonna have to block with at least the captain if he wants to kill it. So yeah, he's gonna trade here, but I'm gonna get a card out of this. So I'm gonna make sure to put captain first in the assignment order. So he's gonna have a 1/1 token left. It's fine by me, and I get to draw a card. And I'll just stick Sheoldred into play and make him sacrifice that token. And then play Swamp and say go. So now we got Thunder online, Sheoldred in play. And a Shadowborn Demon in hand, Runescarred Demon. You know, we're doing pretty good. Could have a Planar Cleansing here. I mean, if he has that, this would be the time. With Sheoldred in play, I can drag back these Plockaworms, so that's gonna be a pretty big game. Plays another gate, and just passes the turn, so we are going to get a worm out of the graveyard. So we'll grab that and go up to 34 life. And pick up a Graveborn Muse. So we will just, first things first, let's swing in for 7 here. Hopefully connect and bring him down to 8. He's gonna shock the little guy. It's alright, we can take that. He's still got his counterspell shields up though, and he's down to 9. So I think I've got 9 mana. I don't want to play a Shadowborn here. I'd like to save the Runescarred Demon, so I think I'll just run out the Graveborn Muse. I don't think I'm going to need to cycle that Resounding Thunder at instant speed based on what I've seen, so I'll run that out, and if he wants to counter that, that's fine. I've got the Runescarred Demon back up, so put the Muse out there, pass it back over to see. He's got 2 Think Twice in the graveyard. He can flash back one of them. Now, if he had flashback the one earlier on his turn, he could have cast the one from his hand right there and gotten an extra card. So he has to sacrifice a creature, but he doesn't have any, which is fine by me. And he's played another land. He's now up to 8 mana in play. And he's flashing back that Think Twice from the yard. He's digging for, I imagine, a Planar Cleansing, but I mean, he's only got 5 untapped mana, and I think he already played a land this turn, so even if he finds it, he's not going to be able to fire it off. He's going to play an Anger of the Gods. That's going to get rid of the Muse. But it's not going to be enough. So we're just going to grab another worm. Sheoldred is a little bit of a beating, you know. There we go. And let's just swing for 13 here. And see if that's enough to seal the deal. And it is. It is. Good game, Terror Twisted. Reality John Midrange is a little bit strong. I'm not sure about Captain of the Watch in a counterspell deck. Tapping out for I mean, 4 little dudes like that is and letting your shields down, and then Sheoldred gets through is a little bit risky. But I don't know the rest of his deck list. Like I said, I just bumped into him into a random lobby, so I'm sure the cards only came out yesterday or today. So I'm sure he's working on a list. I'll send him a message later. But for now, let's get on to another match. And no games found in the custom. We'll create one of our own. See if anybody pops in. Just give me 1 second here. Excuse me, we picked up Dr. Aroctopus, which is an interesting name. Yeah, it's an interesting name indeed. So I'm looking forward to the new cards. You know, I've been steadily unlocking on Xbox One. I think I'm up to like 80% now. It's been a grind. I don't think I'm going to do a deck tech tomorrow, honestly. I had a plan, but with the flu and all the things that went wrong this week, I'm probably just going to do a week of random videos with old decks so that I can finish unlocking. But anyways, let's worry about this here first. We're on the draw. We have good mana and a Cultivate and a removal spell if we need it. So, I mean, I think this is playable. I wish I were on the play, but, you know, what can you do? So, yeah, I don't think I'll do a deck tech tomorrow, honestly. I think I'm just going to, do 1 week of random videos with old decks. Show, you know, break out Grixis Control again, break out Total Control, play Borosaurus for a bit, maybe, you know. Just for a week, you never know, maybe play some Spiders, and then next week I should have the Xbox One fully unlocked, and I'll be able to have a bit of time with the new cards and having a new deck next Friday. I had a deck planned, but I'm not, you know, it was an aggro deck, so I'm not really in the mood to show that. I'll just show some of the older ones and work on the Xbox One. Now, Dr. Octopus, oh, excuse me, has played a Seaside Citadel and a Savage Lands. So that is all 5 colors. Yeah, so he's playing all 5. He's playing 69 cards in his deck. You know, dude knows what's up, and he's cultivating. So we're playing against a 5-color good stuff deck. But we're a 3-color good stuff deck, so I think we'll be a little bit tighter. We'll see, though. I mean, he has a broader range of options, especially since he's playing 9 more cards than we are. So we've played 2 tap lands here. We're going to play a basic now and cultivate. Let's look. I've got 3 green sources on the field, 1 in hand, 3 red total, 2 on field, 1 in hand. Got the second black, so I'm just going to cultivate for, honestly, double red because all my other requirements are met, and red fuels the Inferno Titan if we ever draw it. So you know, and if we ever get to a ridiculous mana total, like 12 or 13 or whatever it is, we can cast a Stormbreath Dragon and monstrous it on the same turn if we have 4 red sources. So yeah, we've got a good removal spell here now. Wow, a 5-color good stuff. All these tap lands just smacking me with a Vengevine. It's actually pretty annoying, to be perfectly honest. Not gonna lie, 4 damage out of nowhere. That's a huge chunk of the total right there. So the question is, the question becomes what removal spell to use, but we picked up an Arbor Colossus. I mean, he's definitely, well, I'm not saying definitely, but he should definitely be playing Ground Assault in his deck. But he's going to need to play a land and have it in order to take out my 6/6, which is going to stand up to Vengevine pretty nicely. To be perfectly honest, I may not even block if he attacks, just out of fear of shock and not wanting to lose it. But you know, putting a 6/6 in the way is a pretty big deterrent, and if he doesn't attack, it'll give me a little bit of insight into his hand or how aggressive he is. So let's see what he does here. He's coming in. I mean, I've got Palaka Worm, I've got 2 removal spells. You know what? He could have 2 creatures to bring this thing right back, you know. He could. I'm just not gonna block, and I'll probably next turn. I don't have any use for my mana on 6. I'll get back to you in a minute, Twisted. That was my phone going off there. I got the Smart Glass app, but I think what I'll do is I'll hold open the 6, and then next turn I will block. And then if he tries to fire a shock at me, I can Monstrosity in response. I don't have a 6-drop that I can play, so I can hold open Resounding Thunder. So he's playing an Ogre Battle Driver, so I'd like to pick up an Anger of the Gods here now. That'd be fucking sweet. But it is not an Anger, it is a Stormbreath Dragon, which is pretty good, but again, I want to hold open this mana here. So, not sure if I should have taken that 4 last turn or not. I think he must have had something up his sleeve, but I'll block this time. But we'll see what he throws into play. If he's playing a Ground Assault here, so I will Monstrosity in response to that. So it's going to do 6 damage to me. The Ground Assault will, and now I will still block the Vengevine if he throws it at me. I will, because he's going to need to cast 2 creatures to get it back this turn. He's coming in with the Battle Driver, though. Honestly, I think I will block the Battle Driver, just to get that thing off the field. Vengevine's going to come back anyway. Battle Driver's a little bit scary. So right now, I think I just jam a Palaka Worm game set in life. Honestly, I think that's the play. We can worry about our removal spells and attacking with Stormbreath Dragon later. So here we are, back up to 15 now, and we've got a 7/7 Trampler. So that's pretty good. And since when Palaka Worm dies, I get to draw a card, I will definitely block that. Vengevine and fall for whatever combat tricks he might have up his sleeve. He's got a strange old mana base over there. Only see 1 blue source, 2 red, mostly black and white by the look of it. Only 2 green sources. Now Inferno Titan comes into play, so I guess he's going to point that at the Palaka Worm, 3 of it. That'll give him the freedom to swing with his Vengevine and trade. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. But I get a card out of it when it happens, so his Vengevine's going to go to the graveyard. He's down to 3 in hand, and he's playing obviously a big bomb deck, so for him to cast 2 creatures in a single turn is going to be a bit difficult, you know. Maybe he's sandbagging Visionaries and shit in his hand, I don't know. But I got a card out of it, which was a Wayfinder, not that fantastic. Picked up a Visionary, also not that fantastic at this point in the game. So I can have up to 8 mana here, but I really want to get rid of of that thing over there. So I think the play is to just ground assault that, and then just jam Stormbreath Dragon and play the gate. So we will do this, just kill the fuck out of that. Goodbye. And jam Stormbreath with our remaining 5 mana, get in for 4. And let's see where this goes. You know, I've got the Resounding Thunder that I can cycle now. And, you know, got the Wayfinder is not that great this late in the game, but I suppose I could pick up a Treasured Find at any time and get back any of the stuff that I end up throwing in there. Visionary, I mean, Visionary's good. Draw a card, get a card deeper. Not going to complain about that. And, see what Rocktopus is doing. He's still on 7. He hasn't shown me an 8th land yet. He's thinking about something over there. He's thinking about something. Excuse me. Dr. Rocktopus. Wow. I just got that. For those of you who got that way earlier than me, I just got it. Totally just got it. I feel like a fucking douchebag right now. Anyways, he's gonna go Treasured Find actually. Let's look into his graveyard and let's see what he's pointing at. No, he's changed his mind. So well, we know he's got a Treasured Find in hand. He's gonna play a Baneslayer Angel. So there's definitely a cycled Resounding Thunder in his future. But he's got a Treasured Find to dig it back out after I kill it. No, he's gonna spend his Treasured Find right now. Okay, I'm cool with that. Let's see what he's pointing at though. He's gone back for the Titan. So now he has a Titan back in his hand, so we're going to have to fight through a steady swarm of bombs. This game picked up another land. Not terribly fantastic, but the thing about these two guys, you know, Baneslayer versus Stormbreath, they can never ever mix it up in combat. Because, you know, Baneslayer has pro dragon, but Stormbreath has pro white, so he swings past her, she swings past him. And never the twain shall meet, except, you know, Baneslayer has lifelink and races the fuck out of Stormbreath. So I don't know what kind of shit he's playing in his deck, honestly, with a 5-color deck like this. He could be playing Undying Evil, God's Willing, any other kind of nonsense. So I'm actually just going to cycle this right now. Don't know why the fuck it pointed it at my Stormbreath Dragon. And we're going to deal 6 to that Baneslayer while he's tapped out, because like I said, he could have anything in there in a 5-color deck, and I really just don't want to risk getting blown out. So going to do that, kill the Baneslayer. He burned his Treasured Find on the Titan. Picked up a Runescar Demon, which is going to go get me another Ground Assault to deal with that Titan. At least that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'll get a Resounding Thunder to deal with the Titan, though, because at least I'll draw a card out of it. It's a lot more expensive, though. 8 mana versus 2. But hey, 6 mana for a card. You never know, could be worth it. Let's see what he does, though. Let's see what he does. I said, let's see what he does. No, it's not working. My magical spell has worn off. How many mana do I have in play? I have 9 available mana. I'll have 10 next turn. He's got another Treasured Find. So he's probably going to go get his Baneslayer now and just recast that right now. No, he's going to go get a Cult. What? Okay. I mean, sure. You're going to take a turn off to go Treasured Find and Cultivate. He must have something in his hand, like, I don't know, does he have Planar Cleansing? Is he putting another white source into play? How many whites he's putting blue or red? Maybe he's got Kozilek. You know, maybe he wants to cast that big boy. He's got 3 cards in his hand, though. If I go all monstrous, I'll get him down to 2. If I go all monstrous, I'll get him down to 2. Thinking Runescar Demon for Resounding Thunder, though, is where I want to be. Thinking that's where I want to be. So let's just deal 4 to him. I'm gonna have 10 mana, so I'll be able to cultivate 2 and strip a couple out. So let's just get him to 8. Play this. Play the Runescar Demon. He's on 8, so we're gonna fetch a Resounding Thunder. And then we're gonna... Should I cultivate to strip? Or should I just Visionary to... I'm gonna Visionary draw a card. Fuck that, I'm on 10 mana. I'd rather have a random card. Watch the land off the top, though. No, Treasured Find, that's fucking fantastic. Yeah, now I don't mind playing the Wayfinder at all. But we'll see why he went Treasured Find into Cultivate. Now he's played a Gate, so he's not on 10 yet. He is, but one of them are tapped. He's only got 9 on this turn. And I've got 10 power in the air, so he's going to need a Planar Cleansing here. You know, or a couple of flying chump blockers or something. Because, I mean, I can Monstrous the Storm Breath. And he's going to be in rough shape. Plus I got the Thunder. Decisions. I don't know why he didn't play that Titan last turn. I mean, it didn't really do much against Storm Breath, but at least it would have put some pressure on my life total. He would have had me at 12 with the 6/6 Fire Breather. I would have had to jam the Runescar Demon, fetching up a burn spell. Now comes the Titan a turn late, which you know, I don't understand, but it's probably going to kill my Visionary and plink me in the face for 2. That'd be my guess. That's what's going on, but he's only got 3 mana, so I don't know. Maybe he's playing Fog in his deck. You know, no, he's not. He's just dead in the air. So I'm not sure exactly. Not sure exactly what went on there, but anyway, we will just swing at him for 10 in the air while he's on 8. And if he has some life gain or shenanigans, then we can just hit him with Thunder or something like that. Anyway, there we go. That's Jun Midrange for you. Episode 5, which is not as far as I usually get in a week. And like I said earlier in the video, I'm not going to be doing a deck tech tomorrow. Just going to upload some random gameplays for the next week with my old decks as I work on porting myself over to Xbox One and fiddling with the new cards. So I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you for some more content tomorrow. Thanks for watching.